This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
Well, Halsey announced that we're expecting, so I think it's safe that I talk about it now as well. We're very excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Big week for her. I mean, launching her makeup... Sorry. Big week for you. Launching her makeup line, and then that she's pregnant.
It's time for Complaint Corner, where we tee off about things that are bothering us.
Feel free to join in. You can always text our show, give us a call if you need to rant about anything. We are here for you, 780-784-7107. When you call someone your cousin, and they're not your cousin, they're like your mom's kid. I mean, your mom's friend's kid.
Okay.
See, it's so confusing, but I've never understood that. I'm like, that's not your cousin.
What about like aunt and uncle, if it's just like really close family friends?
No, that's not your
Really?
Okay, but also there's another side to this. Some people like don't get along with their own blood family.
Right.
That's when it's acceptable. But when it's just to be like quirky.
Okay, but like my best
get
friend
confused.
has been my best friend since we were like 1.
Okay.
And my kid refers to him as uncle.
Don't you think that's confusing?
No.
Because she has like 17 other real uncles?
So that's one conversation with her to clear things up.
Too much.
He's like an uncle.
It's too much.
Okay. Well, I'm not allowed to dig any deeper and disagree.
Hey,
it's Complaint Corner, and you're allowed.
Lisa, this is my cousin, Angela. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, are your mom's sisters? No. She's just like a friend, like a family friend.
I don't know who
I'm
does
like,
the cousin one. I just feel the aunt and uncle one.
My friend Megan has cousins. And
That aren't related to her?
Yes, and it took me 10 years to realize that they weren't blood related. And I was mad at her. I was like, so they're just friends.
Right. All right, my Complaint Corner today is the people that really are complaining no matter what happens during this whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a lot of complaints about Jasper Park Lodge opening their doors to The Bachelorette season 17. And the complaints to me aren't valid.
Why not?
Well, you know how much money that's bringing into the province is putting our golden jewel on the world stage. People will travel and spend money here, which is good for Canadians and for Albertans. It's pretty much that simple. And they're paying for their own testing. Once the contestants get here, they have to quarantine. They have to follow the rules. I don't understand why this is a problem. But I'm just reading. Let me hit one comment I just read. Seems pretty pointless to have the show come here during a pandemic when the borders are closed. Not a great example to the public. What? No, they're willing to make some slight exceptions, and you are allowed to fly to the States or fly to Canada, so the borders aren't... This lady's not even making any sense. I get that everybody's done with the pandemic, but find things to complain about that actually matter.
Like people that pretend that their friends are their cousins.
Like that, yeah.
A107.
There is a new Clubhouse leader for most streamed show on Netflix in the history of Netflix.
Yeah, like obviously we had Tiger King, which basically took over the world at the beginning of lockdown.
This even beat that?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
So Netflix projected that Bridgerton would have 63 million people watch it, but within the first 28 days of it being released, 82 million people have watched it. And that's not even just people, that's like households.
What is that you've watched it? What's the driving force behind its popularity, do you think?
Beautiful costumes, very sexy Duke.
Okay.
But at the same time, I started watching it because it was in the top 10, texted my girls' group chat. I said, this is lame. I'm not interested. It's trying to be like Gossip Girl. I don't know if I can go through with this. And my girlfriend Megan was like, oh, just you wait. And I was like, oh, well, now I'm intrigued.
Okay.
I think a lot of people started watching it and gave up.
So the driving force, you said first, the costumes, probably not the case. It's the steaminess?
It's so steamy. Episode 5. Wait it out.
All right.
Crazy. To the point where... Okay, so one of my girlfriend's moms has watched it. She was like posting about it on her Instagram. And I was like, Mary, you liking Bridgerton? She's like, Lisa, it's so steamy. I've watched it twice. So yeah, it gets really good and it's very sexy. I was watching it upstairs by myself, and I had to turn down the TV because I thought you and Grant, our roommates, would think I was watching porn upstairs. It was so loud. I was like, oh my gosh, how embarrassing that it sounds like I'm watching porn on the big screen upstairs in this like open living room.
Do you think a contributing factor to its popularity is the fact that it's been like a fairly lonely winter for a lot of people?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
07.
Very exciting news. The same technology behind the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine is leading researchers to possible MS breakthrough.
Wow.
The clinical trials were published showing that not only was the progression of the disease halted, but some lost motor function was recovered in the mice that they were working on.
Tell me something good.
I have a personal story today. A radio brother of ours that we've been watching from afar, who had a very tricky year last year after losing his wife to cancer, has made a couple good moves in the radio world and just landed out at his new home in Kingston with his two beautiful little kids to start their new world and his new job. He looked out the window on the first morning that he was there, and somebody had written Nicole with a huge heart on the harbor ice.
Like written in the snow. And not just like with their finger.
Right. No, like they must have shuffled their feet, and that Nicole was his wife's name. It was someone else for someone else.
But still.
What a beautiful reminder that she's there with him. And I just wanted to wish him the best with his new job, but I thought that story was pretty special.
Tell me something good.
All right, we've written love letters to objects that we love, things. You have to try to figure out what we're talking about.
Okay, so this is just a fun, silly game to get your brain moving on a Thursday morning. Do you want to go first or second, Ryder?
I'll go first.
Okay, get your guesses in. What object is Ryder talking to? 780-784-7107.
Dear item, you're so hot. I love that it doesn't take long to get you going either. I know I've slid many things into you, but I promise you it's only the start of that journey. I will slide many more. You're sleek and smooth on the outside and so warm on the inside.
Ew.
I'll never take you for granted and make sure I always clean you up after I get you a little dirty. You're genuinely good for my health, and I thank you for that.
Okay.
Happy Valentine's Day, hottie.
That's really good.
780-784-7107. Take a guess at what you think that was. And Lisa, you've written a love letter as well.
Hey, babe. Just wondering, where have you been lately? I miss you so much. It's been really hard for me not having you around. Having to get up and do things without your help has been exhausting. But are you just messing with me? Have you been near me this entire time? I'm just not looking hard enough. I miss holding you. Thank you for being so responsive when I want things to be quiet, yet being there when I want things to turn up. I keep waiting for you to just pop up out of nowhere, and I have a feeling that you've been here beside me through everything this entire time. I really would love to press your buttons again.
Okay. 780-784-7107. If you get both right,
What do they win?
one of the items.
Okay. Sure.
Well, the first one was a sweet, sweet oven with some yummy food in there.
Okay. Close.
Incorrect.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
What do you think?
Lisa's talking about our phone.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Oh, well, I think Ryder's talking about a car.
No.
Nope. Incorrect.
All right.
Got you.
Take care.
Toaster and remote.
Close.
Ooh, you got
That's
one of them right.
So close.
Okay, thanks.
I think the first one is an oven, and I think the second one is a phone.
Incorrect on both, but very
Incorrect.
close on both.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, so we have our first winner, or I guess our winner, who got both of them right on the text line.
Yeah.
So mine was my air fryer, which I just love sliding things into.
The key part was that it was a lot healthier
Right.
You're healthier with this in your life.
And that it's sleek on the outside, but warm on the inside.
You know, there were some really good guesses. Like one was like a gaming console. I was like, that's so funny. And yeah, mine was a TV remote.
So congratulations to our winner who has won
On an air fryer.
No, the TV remote.
Ryder, we're not giving someone a TV remote.
Yeah, that's what they won. It's chewed on the bottom half for my dog as well, and it doesn't work anymore. Thank you for checking out the show. It is time for the Nostalgia Off. We've both brainstormed lists of things that should bring you back to your childhood or just a better time in the world, and you let us know whose list hits you harder in the feels.
I always forget. Do we go back and forth, or do we each take turns doing our full list?
We go back and forth.
Okay, chewing on the top of your jacket where the zipper ends. To the point where it was like wet in your mouth.
Your parents telling you you'll get hurt if you keep doing something, then you keep doing it and get hurt.
Getting your first landline phone in your bedroom, specifically the clear one where you could see all the wires inside.
The littlest hobo saving the day on Channel 4 every day at 4.
Pulling out the pamphlet from your fresh new CD to read all of the song lyrics and not know how to shove it back in properly, causing it to rip.
All right. The first time you had a sip of beer and not having any clue why it was so popular.
It's so gross, right? Gathering, this might just be me. I went to a Catholic school. Did anyone else gather in the gymnasium for assemblies to sing The Rose by Bette Midler? Some say love, it is a river that drowns. You never did that?
No, I didn't.
I really hope I get some votes. One more.
Well, I've got two more. Pretending you're sick so you can stay home and eat chicken noodle soup.
Ooh, and watch Price is Right. Christmas tins at your grandparents' house filled with those strawberry candies.
The red candies with the strawberry
They
wrapper?
literally look like a strawberry, the wrapper.
Where did they find those?
Dollar store.
And finally, rocking a dirty starter jacket and it oddly being one of three options, the Oakland Raiders, Georgetown Hoyas, or Charlotte Hornets for some reason. All right, let's go through our list one more time real quick.
Spitfire, chewing the top of your jacket where the zipper ends, gathering in the gym to sing Some Say Love, getting a landline in your bedroom for the first time, pulling out the pamphlet of your new CD to read the song lyrics, and Christmas tins at your grandparents filled with strawberry candies.
Your parents telling you you'll get hurt if you keep doing something, then you get hurt after continuing to do it. The littlest hobo, your first sip of beer, pretending you're sick so you can stay home, and your dirty starter jacket. 780-784-7107. Okay, that's enough.
8107.
Moms, man.
What?
I just can't believe this. A new poll of 1,000 moms uncovered what they're really looking for to feel loved and special this coming Valentine's Day. Since over half admit they've spent far too much time with their partner and kids, they're looking for a break and some time for themselves.
Yes!
The gift of me time tops the charts. I'm sorry, if this was Mother's Day, absolutely.
So you're saying that on Valentine's Day, they're being forced to hang out with their partners?
No, I just think Valentine's Day in its core is about romance and love. And
then how come the kids are always involved? Why do the kids jump into the bed in the morning? They made cards, they made breakfast,
Lock
they're
the
clingy,
door.
they're like, what are we doing today?
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm okay with taking the kids out of the equation when it comes to Valentine's Day. I even think it's super weird that Valentine's Day is celebrated in schools and stuff. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, getting the cards that had a candy attached was the best.
Sure, but like even...
But I get what you mean. There's some, like, you don't want to have some kids feeling left out.
Why are we promoting romance with elementary kids? That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway.
No, they say they're like friendship cards.
Sure, then let's have a friendship day. Valentine's Day,
you love your friends.
Its core is about romance. And this is why, to me, these 1,000 moms that were polled, the fact that 55% want alone time, that's not valid. That's okay. Your birthday.
You want to know why they want alone time?
Light.
Because they have to add something unnecessary to their to-do list. Oh, now I have to go out and buy a 30-pack of Valentine's Day cards for my kids' classrooms.
Right.
Leave me alone. I don't want to do that. That's probably what's going through their head.
I just can't believe that many people thought, Valentine's Day, what do I really want this year? To be alone.
They want their flowers, they want their chocolates, and then they want to go and watch Bridgerton alone. And I posted this on my my other Instagram account.
The burner account.
No, I don't have a burner account. It's Lisa's Ladies YEG. That's where I organize my book club and just like get people, if they have questions, they can ask the community, whatever. And I posted this tweet and it says, "Oh yeah, she's my friend." Quote unquote, me talking about a girl I know from the internet who I've never actually met. And it is so true. Mm-hmm. Because when I posted this on that account, the amount of women that are like, "Oh, I do this with you all the time." And like Crumb Coffee Bar, my favorite coffee shop in the city, they say like, "Oh, girls will come in here, women will come in and say, my friend Lisa told me to try the Cafe Freddo." And I'm like, guaranteed, we don't actually know each other, but we are friends.
Right.
Like genuinely, I feel that connection through the internet. It's cool how social media can do that.
I've lied before in a similar situation.
Who was the celebrity you pretended or person on the internet that you pretended you knew?
I kind of feel like Jordan Eberle of the Oilers and I are friends.
Ryder, you had a meet and greet with him once, and it was like you were in a lineup with other people.
No, and I met him downstairs at the rink in Saskatoon when he signed my jersey.
Okay.
And
were you also in a line for that?
No, I was the host of the game.
Okay.
He tweeted at me once and said he thought one of my parody songs was really funny.
Really?
And he's really good friends with Brett Kissel, like they're best friends. And I'm friends with Brett Kissel, the country artist. So, like, he's a mutual friend of mine.
Okay.
That's enough, isn't it?
Brett Kissel reaches out to you when he has a new song coming out to like talk to you.
That's what you think our friendship is?
Kidding.
Oh my God.
But like me personally, I'm just kidding. Brett Kissel is actually such an amazing human. We love him. I don't think I have one of those. I don't think I've done that.
Yes, you have.
Who?
Oh, all the comedians that used to go into West Ed, Bourbon Street.
Oh yeah, TJ Miller and I, we've talked. Tom Green and I are tight. I told him he was funny in a hallway once.
Oh, I bet he's never heard that before. So don't get at me about Eberle not being my friend. Also, that's what we're talking about. You can't make fun of me when I share mine. Celebrities that you maybe exaggerate how close you are with.
Yeah, like maybe you said hi to them once and they were really friendly with you, and then forevermore it's like, oh, my friend so-and-so.
You like first name them.
I mean, why not?
What do you got for us?
We have this story, and it's great. Just a couple of years ago, we were at the Jasper Park Lodge, and we were getting breakfast at the breakfast buffet, and my husband had his hands full. I didn't see it because I was helping with the kids, but anyways, Ryan Smith offered to scoop the eggs onto my husband's plate for him. So that's our going thing that, Ryan Smith is really nice, and he's served us eggs before.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play